What's up, everybody? Now, recently we did this video and this video, bang bang, and people have been watching them. Although a lot more of you want to see how women are crazy. I don't know what that's about, but I mean, thinking about the crazy women in my life, I kind of know what that's about. Don't worry about what I be doing with crazy women, okay? Anyway, we were getting several questions when it came to these videos.
Are you trying to say that men can't be crazy too? Because you know they are.
Nah, bro, sometimes women be lazy.
You know what? I think you're just being mean.
Now, I get it, folks. You're wondering if I'm saying that the other side, do they have these emotions? Do these emotions exist? Are they allowed to have these emotions? It's very confusing, but it's okay. You did the right thing. You came to class, Balance of Power. I got you covered with today's lesson. Crazy men and lazy women are not tolerated. Let's get it in. So this is just going to be a quick conversation to answer some of these questions, or at least just describe and break down why those things are not tolerated from the other side. And when I say tolerated, what I mean is that in society and in relationships, that situation is not going to last very long. People will start to trip. Let's just start with the first one. Let's start with crazy men. So you already saw in this video, we're talking about crazy and women and what it means and what you do. And there's this sporadic back and forth. You might be yelling, you might be tripping, you might just want different things at different times. It's all over the place. That is what you would, describe as crazy in a relationship or even society, right? Doesn't have to be truly like clinically crazy, but for all of us, we're thinking that this person is kind of like got that squirrel energy. For as much as this has been acceptable when it comes to women, it is not acceptable when it comes to men. Number one, a crazy man is scary to women. Just straight up. Now, whether that's because his actions are too erratic, if he's moving too fast, because remember in that video I talked about you ladies slowing down so as you don't seem too crazy. If a man's moving too quick, how does that make you feel? If he's like this, that's probably going to throw you off a little bit, even if you smell nice. It's crazy. And then, what do you feel, ladies? Scared. You feel scared. Now that's just the movements, let alone if he was like yelling or doing anything where he was sounding angry or any of the other stuff that you ladies are allowed to do on a regular basis. That is not allowed for a man. Nah. Because not only is it scary for you ladies, it's also something that makes you feel out of balance because there's a lack of stability there. If he, the normal, stable, solid, non-moving thing, the mountain is now starting to erupt and do things, that's going to be scary for you because of that lack of being moored, being anchored, being held down. No one is holding you down. If you're like this and he's like this, both of y'all are like this, you as the woman are going to feel this is too much. You're gonna look for that stability. In order to illustrate the difference between men and women being crazy, just think of it like a woman standing on top of a table in a restaurant and starting to shout. There's gonna be a level of excitement with that everybody's like, oh, what's about to happen? Oh, she's yelling. Somebody might even scream, take it off. Something crazy, right? Everybody's thinking crazy fun. Now contrast that with a man jumping on a table in a restaurant and him starting to shout. Instead of someone yelling, take it off, someone's yelling, call the police. Anybody have a phone? Dial 911. It turns into something different. A man yelling, a man looking crazy. Again, unless he was like starting to smile and he's like clapping, or he's going to get down on his knee and make an announcement because he's about to propose. But if he sounds angry, nah, they're calling the police on him. But ladies, you could yell, scream, and whatever for like 20, 30 minutes in a restaurant. Unless you start really getting on people's nerves, no one's gonna immediately call the police. You're probably gonna get like a good 30, 40 minutes of you tripping before anybody wants to do that. And even if they do, it's probably because they tried to shut you down and you didn't listen. Then they're like, oh, fine, call the police, get her out of here. It's more of an annoyance. No one's clutching their purse and afraid for their life. And in a relationship, the fact of the matter is, a crazy woman can still be tolerated within a relationship for decades. Hell, sometimes even a lifetime. Where he's just like, she crazy. She just be doing that. She just be wilding out. Where he has a level of like, that's enticing, that's fun. I don't like it, but there's some stuff there. Whereas a crazy man, women might like the concept, the idea of a crazy man, a dude who's erratic and all over the place, because I do talk about it in that video. But he can't be crazy across the board in all aspects of his life. It's not a thing. She'll like it in the beginning of the relationship, maybe. But if she starts to feel too scared and she starts to understand that there's no solidness anywhere, she's gonna start looking for something that's more solid. It's not gonna be tolerated for decades. Might not even be tolerated for 10 months, let alone 10 years. Now in the realm of women being lazy. That's not scary for men. It's irritating to a man. Me, and we. See, that's how deep it is. I'm like, me, we, all of us. We don't like it. It's irritating because, yeah, it's okay to occasionally want to kick back and not do anything, but we as men like to get things done. So if our woman is sitting there doing nothing while we're getting things done, it starts to drag us down. It starts to pull us into that. We already have to fight against our own laziness, but now the woman who can control us with her voice is like, oh, I don't feel like going anywhere. Let's just stay home. That's not easy to get past. And let's say that for some reason, it works both ways. Whether it's not easy to get past, so he's annoyed because we have within us the desire to get things done. For as lazy as we might be, we're not lazy in every aspect of our life. We have a responsibility chip in our head that makes us go after responsibility, makes us want to check things off our bucket list and to-do list and mission list or whatever. Everybody's got their own different name for it. But we have different things we need to do. We know this. So as I said in this video right here, yeah, there's times where we will allow ourselves to be lazy and sometimes society will let us, but for the most part, we like getting things done. We often will feel the lazy portion after getting things done. So if we have our woman just like not doing anything, that's really draining in so many ways. Because what we feel as men about you, ladies, being lazy is a lack of execution. We can't stand that lack of execution. We need it because we know instinctively about the hierarchy of the relationship. Somebody's going to be leading. Somebody's going to be out of the house more. Someone's going to be more of the breadwinner, whether that's you or whether that's me/him, whatever it might be. But the other person still has a job to do. We know that the roles are split. However you want to chop up the roles, they're split. Somebody has to be doing certain things at the house. We can't do everything. You can't do everything. Whether that's you out there working, ladies, and he's doing things in the house, not very many men would be cool with that. But let's just say that's your situation. That means you have to do your half. You can't be lazy on going to work. You can't be like, I'm tired. That's what you chose. You got to get up and go to work whether you feel like it or not. And then the reverse. Let's say he's the one going out to work. He's the one getting more of the money and you're staying home more. Laundry has to get done. People have to eat. dishes have to get done. Things have to be washed, cleaned, whatever. We are not down with you being at home doing nothing. For as much as Hansel
That Hansel's so hot right now.
has said that the hot thing right now is that women should be able to stay home, do nothing, pay for nothing, never wash a dish, never cook a thing, never. That makes zero sense, by the way, ladies. Not all of you, but the ones who believe in that. You're supposed to be an adult who could take care of themselves. So even if you're by yourself, you need to know how to cook and clean. So I don't understand how you think that you can escape this, let alone when you're living with someone else and they're doing all the stuff on the outside where you don't have to go work. They're paying for everything. What else are you contributing? We don't let something do something. See, even talking about it makes me annoyed just thinking about that being a thing. Because it's cool for a hot second. It's cool, we will think, oh, if you get with a girl who just doesn't want to do anything, she wants to stay at home, you might think, oh, well, she's less uptight, she wants to kick it and play video games and sit on the couch, eat Cheetos, yeah. You feel that, again, for like a hot second. But when you have to get up and go to work as a man, because eventually you do have to get up and go to work. Society ain't gonna let you just not work, not do what you're supposed to do. And then you come home to Cheeto dust in a dirty house and her just like sleeping there, laying there, or playing video games all day when that's what you want to do, but you gotta go outside. Man, ladies, we don't like that. We can't tolerate that. We will not be cool with that. Again, it's easier for you to be crazy and yelling at us all the time than for you to be lazy and doing nothing all the time. Just, I do advise, ladies, for as much as you might not like to do something, better do something. Because, ladies, even society doesn't like it. Let's say your kids are going to school and you're the breadwinner, and so your man's at home making lunches, and the lunches aren't perfect, or the kids have like an apple and like a fruit roll up and that's it. And the school's gonna think, oh well, their dad packed their lunch. Like, they're just gonna write it off as him being a dumb man, whatever. But if you were the one at home, ladies, society's gonna look at you like, what kind of mother is she? She allows her kids to go to school with just an apple and fruit roll-ups? I can't believe she would do such a thing. They look at you completely differently, ladies. That expectation that you should be the one to make sure things go down, that you can't slip, you can't be lazy. Hey, I know it might suck and you feel like it's not fair. Don't get mad at me. I'm not God. I didn't create society. I didn't create the game. But I'll show you how to move through it. So yes, whether it's society or in relationships, men could be lazy for decades, if not a lifetime. And like I said in this video, you have to decide where your lazy lies as a man. It can't lie everywhere. A man just can't be lazy in every aspect of his life. Just like a woman can't really be crazy in every aspect of her life, because there is those never that lists. But for the most part, a dude could be coming home every night on the couch, not really doing anything for 10, 15, 20 years. A woman will complain, she'll tell her girlfriends, everybody knows, and it's kind of just put up with. I mean, ladies, you got your thing, you get to be crazy and tripping. Dudes get to sit on the couch. Again, don't hate me. I'm not God. But yeah, as far as you ladies though, if a dude came home and kept seeing that, I don't know if he gonna last 10 months, let alone 10 years. And yes, that wasn't the full explanation 100% as to why these things happen. I just wanted to break something down real quick since people were hitting me up in person. Clients are like, whoa, I saw the video and what does that mean? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's quicker for me to just do this to answer multiple people all at once instead of just individually telling y'all. So that's the basics as to why. If you want a more detailed version of that, let me know in the comments, all right? And by the way, if you haven't seen these 2 videos, if this is your first one, go watch these because it's key information in there you need to know. Because with this information here and from those 2 videos I just referenced, there's a lot that you need to know about relationships and how men and women work. It's not simple and easy, especially like when you first get with people. Because we know this. You know what it is. Acquisition is elementary, but retention is hard. Now that's the end of today's lesson. Now y'all know the deal. Go ahead and throw thumbs. And if you found value in this video, which I know you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are still on our road to 10K, so do the right thing, hit it. Now if you really want to do the right thing, slide this video to somebody who might need to hear this message. Now I know you like getting these lessons in with these videos, so come on back, click on another one. Until next time though, deuce deuce.